Hey everyone, welcome to another VHS video where I give you my thoughts on the Doll Master as we check out the deep dive gameplay. If you haven't yet and you end up enjoying the video and commentary, consider subscribing to the channel to see more VHS content as soon as we get it. Also, for those of you who are already subscribing, I do stream Monday through Thursday on Twitch, and I try to stream on Friday as well. You can sub to the Twitch channel or maybe support the channel on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and that's actually cheaper than a Twitch sub. Links to the Twitch and Patreon pages are in the description below. Anyways, now that that's all out of the way, let's get into the gameplay.
And you're playing victim? Teen? Yeah, you're playing one of the victims. Okay. So this is one of our prizes that we can activate. So I activated this one. It's called the room key, and it brings us to the hotel map. So yeah, so we can see the loading screen is giving us a preview of which map
we at least have.
So before this point, you don't know which map you're going to load into.
Map choices and stuff like that. Things that you can put into the game before you start to alter the gameplay.
So you start out as a teen, but you transform immediately.
Yeah. So you can, as the monster, you have sort of a decision you can make. You can stay as a teen for a little bit and try to pretend like you're one of the teens, or you can just transform immediately. Eventually, you will be forced to transform after like 15 seconds. But as Doll Master, you want to be running around, placing your traps, and you've got a lot of setup to do. So so I just decided to transform right away.
So as you see in the, let me pause this real quick. In the werewolf gameplay, the werewolf took the 15 seconds to try and hunt down somebody and, see if they could find another survivor to get close to them while they looked like another survivor. The Doll Master, obviously, he just transformed immediately as soon as possible because he needs to start his setup, which gives you a good idea that each character is going to be playing differently, and they want to start out with different strategies to play to their strengths. Doll Master is a setup character, so Doll Master transforms right away, doesn't want to waste those 15 seconds to start with the setup. You can see he's placing the dolls right now, getting ready to set up an area where he can be safe while he controls his dolls, but let's keep moving.
He needs that network in order to be able to sort of be on top of things, right?
Exactly, because he does all his work through his dolls. So here, I've just possessed the first doll of the match, so the vision's a little bit lower.
Now he did not possess the
dolls are kind of short, and here we go.
Nice.
Okay, you can see that little jump there, but you notice he set all the dolls up in little corners and like right in the cubbies and stuff like that so they wouldn't be seen. And the last doll he placed was right at the entrance to the stairs. He gets into the middle of the stairs right where the stairs turn to go up or down a level. That way he can kind of have a little bit of vision on either side if he ever has to go back to the Doll Master. Then he immediately jumps into the doll and starts hunting. And you saw just here, the doll just jumped straight forward, trying to get to the survivor that he saw, gain some ground on him. So the dolls have a very good sort of jump, and then after that you can see that he'll mouse one, just basically in one hit them.
Mikkel right off the bat.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Look at that hit.
So the dolls have a leap ability.
I love that screech.
So
it actually reminds me of the
They're cute.
Yeah.
the Jester
And
toy box
here, what
monster
I just did was I went
from
one doll,
Krampus.
and then I possessed another doll. So you can basically chain doll possessions back to back as long as you've got more dolls to possess.
Yeah, and that's useful because they have a limited amount of life. As you can see in the
And you can see on the left here where it says R dismiss, you can see where the doll's total lifespan is going to be until
the
they
lifetime runs out,
leave it,
the doll is
and then they
still
charge
there.
it back
It'll
up
still
again.
be in the map. It'll just be kind of like in a dormant state.
Nice. You got Kyle.
Okay.
And it runs out here, I think.
Typical.
Yeah, look at that. It runs out, so it immediately shunts
hit
him
Kyle
to the
twice.
Doll
So
Master.
you can see on the left side, they're downed right now. They're knocked prone. So they can't do any building or anything. They need another teen to.
I like all the symbols that tell you kind of like where the survivors are.
Cool. So you're
where
trying
the
to
teens
select
are.
which one. You went to the white one, which means that there were no teens around that one. So why did you choose to go the white one instead of the yellow one?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if they would have a weapon ready at the yellow one, and actually we just saw the icon color change to red, which means someone disarmed it. So someone actually was right there.
Right.
Now, were they armed? Would they have stunned me? Hey,
now
there
you're
we go.
fine.
Yeah. So they might have just stunned
It has
me.
the
immediately
holy
as I possessed
stigma
that
right
doll.
there.
Right. So you took the sort of the roundabout way to
Jumped
get to
forward
where
just
you
in
thought
case they were trying to.
It's a little bit safer.
Cool. So
Mark
that one,
that.
they just ran
Okay,
over
she
the doll.
jumps.
So that it turns
Oh, he
red there,
teleported.
and it's sort of glowing, meaning that.
Okay, so the
someone
doll
ran
master
over the doll that tripped
can
it.
also
And if you
teleport
start
to
possess
his
that one,
dolls
you
that he's
possess
already set
faster,
up.
right?
But
Yeah.
that, when he saw an alert, there was
exactly.
a survivor nearby that had disarmed that doll, but he can teleport
So I
to
just
it still.
teleported because my doll possession was on cooldown still, and they were kind of pressuring my body. So if the teens hit
He
the dolls
definitely
with
made sure to get
weapons,
away.
it does stun the doll master for a little bit, but it doesn't wound him. You can see at the top of the screen we've got the 4 stigmas up there. one
Okay,
for
he was
each
waiting out the control.
So that's what you were.
Oh,
trying
and
to
she
avoid
was
last
waiting there with the
Exactly,
weapon. She was just waiting for that to
exactly.
actually
So,
pop up.
when you start possessing a doll, it'll show
I have to wonder
a
how
little
long
thing
they
and
actually
make a
waited there,
noise.
though, to see if that
And
actually.
So the teens, if they've got a weapon,
if
they
he'd
can sort
control
of
that one or
pre-fire
not.
and hit your doll as you're possessing it and stun as you come through, and that's exactly what they just did.
Okay, right there at the top of the stairs.
So
Walking
So
over
you're
there
back in
this
the
way.
body
I noticed
here.
he's not looking left or right
You're
to try and
moving
see if there are
to
any
sort of
teens in the
corner of
courtyard or
Is this
anything like that.
intentional? You're trying to get into, like, out of the center of the map.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, notice that one there. So somebody has to be close. He didn't go to that one because he figures
But yeah,
somebody might be there
as Doll
to
Master,
injure them
one
as
of
he
the-
comes out of it.
When you're fighting Doll Master, the teens have to like hunt you down and like listen for the little lullaby that you play while you're possessing dolls and try to find your body, because of course your body is what they're actually trying to damage with the weapons.
Yeah.
So yeah, the more you can sort of keep moving as Doll Master and stay on the edge.
It makes
of the
me
map,
wonder
the
how
harder
much
it is.
of the weapons, how many times they can build those weapons.
You almost ran out of time on that doll.
Because what if
Really,
they,
really close to the end. But you were able to possess a doll.
Ooh, nice hit.
Sort of jump.
What if they use up their weapons charges
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
And if you don't possess another doll,
before
then it goes on cooldown.
they actually hit the doll master
when you-
with it?
when you drop
How
the
many
doll.
times can they
So,
build the weapon?
in order
Because if
to
they
kind
keep
of
using it
apply
on the
most
dolls,
pressure,
it's
you want to keep.
it does be. I would think that would become an issue. So I'm guessing
Teams can obviously
they can just
disarm
keep
all your
making
dolls, if they find them. So that's why, as I'm
weapons.
placing some of these, you'll notice I'm like hiding them, or while I try to possess.
Now she was hiding right there, and the symbol showed she was kind of close. So all they had to do was hunt.
Oh, God,
Oh
so
my goodness.
Wow,
close.
there's 3.
Okay.
2 of
I
them
just
at least
wanna
had
say
weapons that I
when you
saw.
downed me there, I was screaming at my team to try and come help me because I knew they all had weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh gosh. Okay. So he's inside the shock sphere there.
Yeah.
And,
He did try for the hit. Did you notice that?
That's a pretty powerful weapon that I wanted to sort of get rid of, and I wanted to consume it. So
Right.
that's why I ran towards it with the doll, and I hit it with the doll. So now that weapon's been used up, and it didn't deal the shock stigma to
yeah.
me. So, no damage was dealt there.
Yeah.
And now that weapon's gone. But of course, I do get stunned, and I do get revealed every time my doll gets taken out with the weapon.
Right. Makes sense.
Okay, so you know where the doll master is every time you hit it with a weapon. That's good to know.
So that doll counter in the corner, it was.
It's like
up
one of
if
those
you
things where, like, yeah, you give
2
up,
in the reserve
like,
or
the
something.
damage that
So
you
every
do with that
time they
weapon, but
disarm a
you-
doll, it gets
the
removed
trade-off
from the
is
map
you
and
know
you
where the
don't
doll
replace
master is.
anymore from your reserve. You have to go back to your body, right? So
Yeah.
if they're disarming your network, you kind of have to go reset, right?
Exactly.
As the body.
Yeah. So, yeah, as doll master, ideally you've got all your dolls somewhere placed out on the map.
The Zap Zap
for
gun
the duration
dodged it,
of the
though.
match, but of course,
Using
as
a
teams
chair,
find
of
them,
all things,
disarm
as
them,
cover.
Then that'll kind of go back.
Right.
Oh,
Are
there
you
she goes,
looking
off to
when
the
you're
left.
placing dolls? Are you paying attention to the placement of
Nice
your doll
jump
and where
to
they're
gain that
going?
distance. I like how the
yeah,
items and stuff like
I,
that can get knocked down.
I
Oh no,
find
ran
some
right
things
into
in
her.
this match,
Was
but,
that a bait, or was
yeah,
that just happen to be
a great
lucky?
Tactic as doll master is to have a teen that you're chasing with one doll and sort of herd them towards one of your dolls up ahead.
Right.
That works out pretty great.
Okay,
I
that
do
wasn't
a
his alarm,
little
so
bit
it
of
looks like an
that,
alarm that one of the
I think,
teens
in
can
this
set.
match.
So like there, you place.
I don't
the
know if
doll,
it's a
like,
specific teen, or if that might
purposefully
just
in
be
the
like
corner
something they can
behind
build in
things,
one of their
right? So that
stations.
they're not easy to spot and go disarm, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't want the teens to just see them outright, know that they're there, run over and disarm them. If they run over them, you kind of want them to accidentally do it, right?
Oh, right, as the doll master. Okay.
Yeah.
He teleported over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So here I just did sort of an aggressive teleport.
He just felt-
here,
yeah, I was
because
about to say, that
figured
was
they were
pretty
at that
aggressive.
station that I
He's just like, no, I'm
just
not going to
about-
do the doll.
I
I'm going to
must
go
have
ahead and
been
just
cut
teleport
off
over there.
back there. But he was behind those rocks there.
That's also risking damage, though.
Oh yeah, you got a sword here.
Okay.
Oh, the sword.
It's kind of fun being like a little doll, like
Ooh.
hiding behind tables and
Yeah.
stuff, and trying to.
Now the sword's little like
Yeah.
energy thing can't go
So I
through
kinda wasted a
objects,
few
it seems. So
swings of
you're
the
kind of
sword,
safe
and then I was
hiding
able to
behind
leap
them.
in there, once my leap was off cooldown.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, because with the sword, you have to stay.
You're gonna have to
inside the beam
definitely learn
for a
the
certain
maps
amount of
with
time.
Doll
It's not
Master.
how many times you get hit with a beam, right?
Yeah.
So if you
You
can,
absolutely
if you
have
can
to know
kinda,
the
like,
maps
move
back
out
and
of the
forth,
way and exit the,
inside and
the
out
beam,
with
you
Doll
start
Master.
to,
Oh, off to the
start to lose
left.
damage
Nice
and
play.
stay
Bait them out of the
Yeah.
doorway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got
Nice
the doll got stunned
bait.
there, so you got
Okay,
sent
very
back to
good,
your
very
body and
good.
you're exposed again.
Yeah, the
Now
bottom
they
of the
know
screen, you can
exactly
see
where
where
he.
exposed. They
Oh
stay at
yeah,
that
and
wall
saw him
actually
about to come through the
until that runs out.
through the
right? I can
doorway.
see exactly where I'm at.
Right.
So while
She's
you're
chasing him with
exposed,
the stigma.
you usually don't want to teleport because otherwise they'll see.
Now, how
exactly
how
where
long
you
does
went to,
And then you don't
does
have
the
the teleport to
exposed
escape
thing
again
last?
under
I wonder if
pressure.
there's something that tells you
exactly.
that I just didn't see.
So here I think one of the teens was sort of chasing me. You can see the
Ah,
yellow
this is me,
border
this is me.
around.
I remember
It
this,
is
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, got him with the stigma.
Yeah, I was playing a little too greedy there because I saw that yellow frame, which lets you know that a teen is close to your body
Right, right.
with
Very
a
cool.
weapon. And I saw that, but I thought I could find you with my doll before you found me.
Yeah,
but-
because you were on the
yeah.
other side of the room. You thought that I was coming from that direction, but I was actually coming from the
Yeah.
opposite side. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good. Well, good for you, not good for me. All right, so I possessed this one. I saw it was yellow, so I figured there was someone here.
Cool.
And indeed,
Yep.
there's a teen.
Boom. He's definitely
And somebody
using the
failed
doll's
that, electric station, so you saw that icon
information that
so
they give you from the icons
getting a lot of information
to
here.
make the right
So here was an
plays and
example
hunt
where I
down
thought
the
that
teens.
the teen I just hit would run up through the courtyard. Because
Right.
lots of times teens will be in the courtyard,
Right,
and
right.
it's a central location where they can meet up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but
nice
Someone
jumping
over
leap.
Instead, so
was
sprinted
Kyle.
in.
was
Was
Kyle.
Kyle. Kyle was the first victim.
Poor Kyle.
Oh, he's crouching down there thinking,
The leaping,
okay,
leaping attack.
Yeah. Nice.
nice hit.
So give him another hit.
Now he's building up the rage
See those
by hitting all these.
Yeah,
Oh, he's very
so
close to
I was a
losing
little too
control
greedy
of
trying
that
to get like
doll.
way too many hits with
The
that
yellow
one
one, does he go to
doll.
yellow
And
one?
when the
Yellow
edge
one's
of
up
the screen
top.
was blinking
Can you go to the
black,
green one,
that
or
sort
does he wanna go
it's like a
to-
visual indicator? Hey, this doll's lifetime is about to run out. So
Yeah.
you need to either like.
No, the yellow one
go
up top
possess
was
another doll
saying
or
that there were
something.
survivors near there. I guess
And-
he's
and
going.
if you-
Okay,
if
he
the
had
timer
one
runs
upstairs
out
to
or if
begin
you have to
with. He
jump
knows
back,
someone's
you can't
upstairs. That's the one who
repossess
went to. He
another
didn't go to the
doll
one
for
immediately.
his
He's getting
5
off the
seconds or
information.
It's actually 12 seconds.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a long time to be stuck back in your
Someone
body.
tossing a molly.
Yeah. So you just teleported there.
Okay, toss.
There's a difference
Teleported away
between
from the.
teleporting to a doll and possessing a doll.
away
in
from the
that
teens.
teleport actually consumes the doll when you teleport, right?
Yeah, yeah. So once you teleport,
Okay,
you
good
wanna
information there.
slap another doll down
Teleporting
as soon as
down,
you can before you start possessing
Right.
dolls.
Hiding in the elevator.
Consumes the doll. You'll have to place another doll back down once you do that.
Not
Okay.
quite hidden enough there. But yeah, so they like threw a Molotov at me, and I felt a lot of pressure, so I just looked across the map at a doll that I still had hidden,
Right.
and I just teleported and just got out of danger.
Right,
so,
right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So you
That
can
makes
see your body
Doll
when
Master
you're
a
in
very
the doll,
slippery
right?
killer
So
to
you can
try
always,
and
at
for a
all
monster
times,
to
sort of look around
to
the
try
map
and
see where
get
your
away
doll's
from.
positioned. So
He can just
if
teleport
teams
out
are
of danger
coming at
so long as he
you
has a
or,
doll
sort
on the other side of the map.
Encroaching on that position, then you can kind of see them approaching that area. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Went down
It's
back
good.
to the
I'd say
stigma.
Doll Master requires the most like map
location.
knowledge
Ooh, nice,
because
nice
you've gotta
hit,
be
nice
sort of
hit.
Thinking about 3D levels and like if you're looking at this doll symbol, is that on the second floor or is that on the main
Right.
floor or maybe it's in the basement?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So you don't see it here. I was looping between this.
You kind of
window,
saw
like,
her,
back and
yeah, off
forth.
to the right.
You know,
That's actually one of the disadvantages of the doll, right? Is their
Yeah.
vision. They're
Now,
so
they did
much
mention
lower
a
to the ground.
basement.
It's kind of an advantage and a disadvantage, right? Because they're lower, they're harder to hit, they're harder to see with the teens, but they also have terrible vision. They can't see over tables
Yeah.
or anything like this.
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
easier
a
to
lot
hide from.
easier to hide from them for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So no, that was some good sneaky.
Oh, it was great.
sneaking,
It was
but I
great,
could
let me
just
say.
hear a little footstep every now and then,
Right.
so I knew someone was around there, but I
Yeah.
couldn't quite find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to lose the life on this one, so he's got to teleport.
So
Nice.
most of my dolls are white
And it's
right now,
good
so I
to
don't
see that
have
the
a
rage
great,
actually follows
idea
through.
where
So I
you
guess
guys
the
are.
rage
If
is
they were yellow,
centered
then I
like
know
for
there's a
Doll
team
Master, not the
nearby.
individual dolls.
Also, I think I've
No
got
one in
two
the
spare
courtyard.
dolls that aren't placed. So I've only got 3 dolls. They're all white, so
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of great like map presence right
Okay,
now.
down here
That's why my doll's
is the
kinda
basement.
Like
Okay,
being
okay,
a little
okay.
explorer, like running around the map, trying
Yeah.
to see what he can find.
Yeah, and you're kind of dropping them into sort of discrete places, right? When you're jumping back and forth, because you still
That's a nice
wanna
place. It's
think
tucked
about
away
where the
around,
position
from
of
the
dolls that you left, right?
from the station,
So you're sort of
out of
moving
sight.
into position, reposition your.
You wouldn't think to look for a
repositioning
doll
your
there.
dolls to try and get them to light up yellow, right? So there, someone.
Oh,
just
down to
clicked
the
it,
red.
You know immediately.
Whoa!
Someone stepped on this.
Good.
And what's going on in the background
response
here is there's
time.
a rift that's appeared. So after a little while, rifts will show up, and whichever team captures them, they get vision of the other team, so they can see the other team through walls and things. So
I guess you got to
if
prepare
the
for that
teams
with
get that,
the
they'll see
Dollmaster,
where
especially
my
because
active,
knowing where the Dollmaster
character
is, Dollmaster
which
himself
a
is
little
not very
bit,
powerful.
Different for Dollmaster because it'll show the Dollmaster if you're in your body, but it'll show your active doll.
Good
if
read.
you're in a doll.
Right.
Okay, he's
And then
enraged now. I think
if
enraged
the Dollmaster gets that, then he gets to see
knocks you
where all
down
the
no matter
teams
what.
are through walls.
like doesn't matter your health state.
Yeah.
If you get hit when
Yeah, that's kind of
the
terrifying.
killer
for
is
the Dollmaster,
enraged,
right? 'Cause
you
if
just
it's
go
at
down.
any point while the rift is active for the team.
Oh, yep.
Oh, you got it.
There he goes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
that was good.
But if at any point he has to go back to his body, they know exactly where his body is.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really risky.
He seemed
to
indecisive.
let them have that rift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they capture the rift, you typically want to just keep chaining doll possessions back to back.
Okay,
and
teleported
never
down to
go
the
back to your body if you can
basement.
help it, otherwise they figure out where your body
Right.
is.
He's gonna right.
So
He's gonna
yeah,
hold off
so
right here
got
by
a
the
rage hit
stigma.
there,
Interesting.
A couple moments ago, and basically when you're enraged, you will one hit down a team.
Okay, he's still
It
down.
doesn't
I wonder
matter
how
what
long
the
it
health
takes for
state
them to stay down before they can be
so,
healed.
Yeah, so it's always nice when you're able to land that. You slowly build up rage over the course of a match, and every time you get a hit with the monster,
It builds rage, but if you down somebody, then you lose all of your built-up rage. So
exactly.
It's good if you're like getting hits, but you're not able to down anybody.
Still
You can
down?
build up the rage over time, and I think.
Now
it's
you'll
about
notice there's
3
no
hits on
indication of
average,
where the
right?
survivors have been running or
Yeah.
anything like that. You have to actually get
you
a
have it.
visual.
So they've got a
Oh,
shock.
You have to get a visual on the
Pressure.
survivors themselves. Oh no! Oh, okay.
It was the
Nice one.
It was the shield, the sphere.
She slowed them down with the hairspray with the fire,
hoping, but I wasn't sure.
but the
because
person
that's
coming around with like that
basically the
electro
shock
bubble
spheres,
shield thing was the
very
one that
easy to,
actually
like,
got the damage
force
in.
the Dollmaster out of his hiding spots, like in stairways or in like in close quarters rooms and things.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
So we got
He
the
doubled
yellow
back
border
thinking
on
he
the
was
screen
safe.
here, so someone's getting close.
Ooh.
So I really wanted to get that hit before I dropped the doll to come deal with whoever is
So
closing
greedy.
in on me.
So greedy.
Yeah. But
Hey,
it wasn't like bright yellow, so I knew I had like a little bit of time,
Right,
maybe. So, yeah.
So
He
back there when
teleported
you
to where
got
he knew
the,
some survivors might have
rage
been,
hit,
though.
was a little wild.
That's actually
But,
pretty
You
risky.
got the rage hit. Daniel was
But
crawling on
again,
the ground.
they thought
Your doll was
he thought
still
he had
lighting up, so
another
the
survivor
dolls
around
still
him.
detect
So
down teens, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if a teen dies, it doesn't detect that body.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. So, in that way, teens can kind of use their prone teammates as sort of cover. I mean, it's like
we got
it'll
someone
give
off to the
the
right
Dollmaster,
there.
like,
Shoot,
false
shoot.
positives,
Oh, no, okay.
basically.
That's the
Yeah. So.
it's the hairspray
Courtyard here, trying not to
flamethrower.
get roasted here.
He's trying to get her to waste all those
But
charges.
There's lots of dolls here. So here I possess a doll on the other side of the library, and I try to come back here and attack him from behind. Unfortunately, I think I kind of lost him here because
Right.
he ran upstairs. But
Right.
yeah, so there is a rift up right now. I'm not paying too close of attention to it, and that's because I was really close to getting a hit on this teen. So if the and we can see the teens just captured the rift now. 'Cause I
Got the
wasn't
rift,
paying
okay.
attention to it. So they can see where my doll is now that I'm possessing. So I'm
Oh,
really
they get
trying
to see the
not
doll,
to,
not the
to
doll master.
possess all the dolls.
That makes actually a pretty big difference.
But
Knowing where the doll
if-
is
if
one
the
thing,
rift
that's
is up and
fine.
it's unclaimed,
Knowing where the doll master is would have
and
been
the
much
teens
much
get a
stronger.
hit on the monster, or the monster gets
Oh,
a hit
just
on the
barely
teens,
missed it.
then the rift disappears and it
Right.
goes away for a little while again.
Right.
So that's
You thought
I was
they'd
hoping to
double
get
back.
the hit in the library, and then the rift would go away, and I wouldn't have to worry about not capturing
Right.
it. But
There we go.
didn't quite.
Nice
pan out.
teleport.
Yeah, it's that risk reward, right? As soon as that comes up, you have to make the quick decision. Okay, do I go to the rift? Do
Yeah.
I try to get the hit? Right? There's a lot of decisions that have to be made in those instances.
Yeah. And that's for the monster as well as the teens. Like the teens got to figure out.
But she
like,
okay,
do
no.
you want
I would have
to,
stopped
like,
to see if she was crouching in that
sort of,
corner.
push and attack. And
Oh,
try to claim
zip.
the rift. If they don't have weapons,
Good
there's
response
not
time.
a lot they can do to stop the monster.
She turned around to try and
So here, who was it? Yeah,
Nice
he was
teleport
pushing
away.
with the ray gun, and so
Yeah.
I didn't want to fight in that room because there's a couple of long sight lines. So
the
I
one
just
question I wonder is like,
teleported
does
away
the
to safety. plop.
But you're
some
still-
dolls.
you're
In this
still
case,
reviewed-
did the Dollmaster retain that
Yeah,
damage?
Yeah.
And so there's only a little
you
bit more
forced the
damage with that
teleport out
stigma that they
before
have to do,
you guys, lost
or
vision of me.
Yeah.
And so that
does
was
it kind of
really good on your
reset?
part.
Yeah.
If you
So I
if you know what I
remember
mean,
at
like
this point,
yeah, you did that much damage,
forced you to
but
teleport,
unfortunately
you
for
knew where
you,
were,
you
and
didn't
I
get
was
it all the
like,
way
guys,
through,
we
so it
need to
doesn't
push right now
count.
because his teleport is down.
And you
we know
wasted those
exactly where he
charges.
is. He's,
Yeah.
he's pretty weak right now.
So right now I can still see that yellow border.
Red. Oh, she came up behind.
I love that.
Oh man!
Nice sneak
That
attack.
was a good hit. I saw the yellow border, but I couldn't tell if it was Mikkel who had just hit, if he had
Right.
stayed around, or if you were around somewhere.
Mhm.
But yeah, you were sneaking.
I
in
was.
there.
I snuck very
Okay,
slowly, put myself in the back
After getting
corner
hit
and
with the
prayed
stigma,
to
taking
God
the
he
full
wouldn't
damage,
turn
you
around.
go
Yeah,
into
'cause
like a
obviously
ghost
you can
state,
sneak
then
up on
you
the Dollmaster's body while he's,
rephase
like,
back
possessing
in
the
after
doll,
just
but,
a few
like,
moments.
If he ever drops the doll,
Yeah.
then you're face to face with him and he can
Ooh,
smack you. So
whiff.
It was pretty nerve
yeah.
wracking.
There's not a lot of elbow room in those stairways right there.
No.
You can see she's looking behind her as she runs.
Okay, so you, yeah, that was
Yeah.
a really good possession. I remember thinking at that moment, I was like, oh, that was a really good doll because you forced me up the stairs. You had a
Yeah.
doll. on
Okay,
the
there's
second
the
level.
there's the leap.
You possessed
The
that
leap
doll,
was on
so
cooldown.
you
I was like,
saw
why
that I
doesn't he
went
just
up to
leap
the
over there?
Third level.
Yeah.
Right? So you got a lot of information there, and you just pressured me until
Yeah.
I died.
Exactly. So now there's only one team left.
Mhm.
He's injured. Oh, and there he is.
No, there they are.
He's already found him, so that's nice.
So you threw that doll down up there, sort of in the
Hmm.
middle. Was that just sort of a check to see if there was anyone around at the time?
Okay, because she has the
So you got
sword.
damaged there a little bit. You didn't get killed, but it immediately pulls
Teleport.
you back to your body as soon as
Yeah.
you get any
As soon as you
damage.
take damage, you can't stay holding onto that doll. You
Not
have to
jumping
drop
right back
it.
into that doll.
And so what I did was I dropped a doll at my feet, and then I teleported to safety because I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to push in against me with the sword.
Right.
And then I go and possess
Back
that
to
doll
hunting.
that I just dropped at my feet. There.
Right. Oh yeah. And
Oh, she was trying to
clearly
heal.
He's still nearby.
Yeah, he's trying to heal at that healing station there.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and he just ran out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just ran out.
Ooh,
I just-
unfortunate.
the
Bam, and there it
little
is. That's the
animation,
game.
When they run out of ammo, they sort of like throw their weapon up, and yeah, so I saw he had nothing left, so just
Okay, thoughts on the Dollmaster? Very big setup killer, very interesting kill style. He likes to set up with his dolls, placing them around the map. He could get out of trouble fairly quickly, it seems. The teleport away ability, teleport to his dolls, very, very interesting way of basically avoiding even almost surefire ways of getting hurt. You could see they were having trouble having to hunt him down while trying to avoid the dolls. Using the dolls as a location system, especially, is a kind of inspired way of alerting not just the Dollmaster but also the teens that they're going to be in trouble soon, because the Dollmaster can immediately kind of like teleport over, unless they're timing it to where, you know, they can see a doll off in the other side of the room, but they're waiting for it to either hear that teleport notification or something like that, and then once they hear the teleport, that doll doesn't get activated, they run over there and just kind of like, you know, alert it so that maybe either to bring the Dollmasters, you know, bring them over there, or I'm not really sure after that, but, you know, bring him over there, or to make sure that the Dollmaster knows, oh darn, there's a teen over there and I might have chosen poorly. Other than that, I like the little leap that the dolls can have. It's like the very little small unique ability unto themselves, where they get to jump forward, try and close that distance. Lots of interesting interactions, stuff like that. The lower the camera angle with the Dollmaster, it's a pretty inspired and interesting type of gameplay, and I love the way that you can choose to immediately start setting up, or if you want to try and wait and then pop in after 15 seconds. Maybe you run into one of the other survivors, you transform, and bam, you get a hit. They have to run away, and then you can start, you know, placing dolls around the area that they were, because they're definitely not going to be coming back, because they don't have any kind of weapon whatsoever. They're going to tell people to avoid that area for now, get weapons, then go back there, and by then you're already set up. So you have two really interesting options at the start of the game. But yeah, he has a lot of interesting gameplay mechanics. I'm interested to see what kind of cosmetics this guy will have, because he is just super, super creepy. This game just reeks of so much style, and I can't wait to see Wart's live action stuff. We missed doing the Dollmaster stuff live, but we're not going to miss Warts. We already did the werewolves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you had found my thoughts on it interesting. I'm going to be doing some more deep dive, how, what these characters do, stuff like that videos soon. I'm going to try and do at least one a day upcoming. So you'll probably tomorrow, hopefully we'll get the werewolf video out, then we'll do a Dollmaster video, then we'll look at the teens, we'll look at the actual opening release cinematic that they gave, and try and glean any information we can get from there. But if you enjoyed the video, maybe give us a like, toss me a subscribe, follow the channel to see more videos. VHS. Super psyched for this game, can't wait for it to come out. But I hope you all have a great day, and as always, stay positive.